and welcome back to my channel. It's Sunday today. Not sure when the video will be going out, so I am making like a hearty meal which we can all sit together and share. And I really fancied a roast meal, but with an Indian twist. So yeah, I am gonna make like a tandoori chicken style roast chicken, and I'm gonna serve it with chaat masala kind of potatoes, and I'm gonna do a really nice roasted cauliflower onions to go with it. And I'm not sure yet whether I'm gonna do the gravy or not. I'm gonna decide once we get to the end of it, but I'm super excited, so I thought I'll share the recipe with you. Let's get cooking. Before that, you know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's get cooking. As always, I'm cooking for 4 people, so I'm gonna take around 6, 7, maybe I'll add a couple more because everyone loves these crispy potatoes. So there it is. I know they've got a bit of root. They've been sitting in the cupboard for a few days. Doesn't distract me. I just break it up. I am gonna peel them and then chop them into small pieces. So that's all the potatoes done. I'm gonna obviously chop them not as big as the roast potatoes usually are. I'm gonna chop them slightly smaller, kind of this sort of size. So I know the potatoes are different size here, but I will slice them in a way that the pieces are all similar size. And then they go in a pan with cold water. I'm gonna bring it to a boil and then cook this for around 5 minutes until basically they start to soften, the edges soften. That's what I'm looking for. And now I'm just gonna bring this to a boil. So while the potatoes are coming to a boil, I just wanted to show you how my Sunday afternoon in the kitchen is looking. I'm making some dal because one of my friends is not feeling well, so I'm gonna make that and take it to her later. I've also got a tray of brownies baking recipes on YouTube. It's the gooey chocolate brownies, and I'll take some for my friend and the rest is for us. And then of course I have got the roast getting ready. That's the chicken spatchcocked from the butcher. I'm going to prep this, and then the chicken and the potatoes can go in the oven together. Okay, so for the chicken, I've got a couple of green chilies. I'm going to take a nice chunky piece of ginger, and I'm going to take, that's all the garlic I have, which is shocking. I usually have tons of garlic at home. And I'm going to take good 6, 7 pieces of garlic, and I'm just going to finely chop all of this together. Okay, so moving on to the marinade for the chicken first while our potatoes are being done. So this marinade starts with yogurt because that's what tandoori chicken marinade is. The base of that is. I'm just using some nice full fat Greek yogurt here. You can use natural yogurt, you can use hung curd, whatever you like. So I'm going to make double of that because I'll tell you in a minute why. Because I'm going to use half on the chicken and half elsewhere. So I've just weighed the yogurt because you guys would want to know the exact measurements. That's 300 grams exactly. So I'm going to be adding some lovely spices to this. A teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of garam masala, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and last a teaspoon of chaat masala. And this is a beautiful chicken marinade. Now if you have got tandoori masala at home, you can just add salt, chili and tandoori masala 2 tablespoons instead of all these different things. But I wanted to make it in a way that if you don't have tandoori masala, you can still make this at home. So I've tried to add all the kind of masala spices that are usually there in a tandoori masala. So this is ready. Let me get the chicken out. So like I said, I got a whole chicken. This was around 1.8 kilo. I tried to remember the weight and everything because there's always someone who would ask me about that. I've got it spatchcocked because it takes lesser time to cook as well. And I'm going to use a sharp knife and just cut it deep so that the marinade can go in. If you have time, you can put the marinade and leave it in the fridge overnight, which would be amazing. As always, I might not have that time because I didn't do it in advance. Okay, the only one thing that's left to add is some oil. So in tandoori chicken, usually we use mustard oil, which is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of mustard oil to this. Don't add all of it, just add half of this. That's half. And make sure you coat this really, really well. So I'm going to get the oven nice and hot at 200 C or 180 fan. So our first thing is ready to go into the oven. The normal chicken takes over an hour, 15 minutes depending on the size. A spatchcock chicken should take 45-50 minutes. I'm going to put the timer at 45 and then give it a check. Then just gonna do the bottom side as well. Oh, the flavor that's gonna come from this. Oh my God, cannot wait. Right, see you in a bit. This is the first thing going in the oven. Our potatoes have had 5 minutes of cooking right here. This is going to go in the oven in the bottom shelf because I'm going to put the roasted potatoes on the top shelf so they get more color. So that is that. I'm going to put 45 timer and let's get these potatoes in the oven straight away as well. I made a mistake. I didn't add the ginger garlic chili. It's not late. I can just rub it on top. It won't be that hot right now. So I'm just going to take some ginger garlic chili, finely chopped, and gonna... Oh God, seriously. This is what a real life kitchen looks like. Chicken's still cold because literally I put it in the oven, turned around and I saw the ginger garlic sitting on the side. Well, that'll just have to do. Back in the oven. No one will ever know. And after 5 minutes, I'm gonna drain the potatoes. You can see that just the corners are beginning to soften. This is gonna roughen up the edges of the potatoes, which is what we are looking for. That's why we cook them for 5 minutes, and that is going to help crisp them up even more. Now, a quick marinade for this as well. So the potatoes can be made in any oil of your choice. So 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil goes in. Now some lovely spices. Teaspoon of turmeric, teaspoon of soft brown sugar, teaspoon chili powder, teaspoon salt, and teaspoon of chaat masala. It's a mix. This is going to be so good. Now go in the potatoes. I'm going to get a baking tray out. So this is going to go on the top layer of oven so it gets a bit more color than the chicken. And this is also going to go in for 45 minutes. I'm going to check it in half an hour in case it needs turning over. I'll show you if I do. Chicken's in the oven, potatoes are in the oven. Now you must be wondering, what is this leftover yogurt for? Let me say that I know I forgot to put it in the chicken. I'm just putting tablespoon of ginger garlic chili in the marinade now because I am going to prep some cauliflower and some red onions for the oven. So I'm going to use 3 onions because I love onions, and I just bought some red onions specifically for this recipe because somehow red onions just work better. They're so much sweeter and nicer when roasted. Actually, all onions are, but for this one, red will be better. And I'm just going to chop it in chunks. So just chunks like these. And because there is already all the food, I'm only going to use half the cauliflower and some of the leaves that are still looking good. I'm just going to transfer the onions to this potato bowl so I get a bit more room in here. So like I said, I'm only going to use half the cauliflower. Just going to chop it into small florets so they kind of roast. They have more roasting area if they are small. Then, and I'm going to use some of the nicer looking leaves. Love this too. All of this is going to go in the same bowl as the onions. And the yogurt marinade goes in. Love it. You know me, no wasting. Can you imagine how delicious this is going to be? Just the flavors, the smell is incredible. Yeah, let me get a baking tray. Now this is also going to go in the oven for around 40-45 minutes. Anyways, I'll keep an eye. If I think it's getting ready, then I might turn it over or take it out. I'll keep you informed. Also just realized one thing, that the potatoes would have been better in this because it has more surface. So I'm going to just check while I'm putting this in the oven. I'm just going to check on the potatoes. Just going to transfer it. To be honest, you don't have to, but this will just give it more open room to roast. That's the only reason I'm transferring it. See, it's got more room now. But I didn't think of it. I just went to get the tray for the cauliflower and I saw this tray and thought, oh, this is what I should have used the potatoes for. Never too late. So a little update. The chicken has been in the oven for 50 minutes and so I have the potatoes. And the cauliflower has been in 35 minutes. I have done all the washing up. We've tasted the brownies. They are great. And I've also finished my tadka dal right here. All done. Tadka done. We've had a little bite of the brownie. And now it's time to get the stuff out one by one. Just a quick wipe and let me get the things out so I can show you. Ooh, let's see. The cauliflower is completely done. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm going to leave the potatoes for 5 more minutes while, oh, look at the chicken. So I'm going to kind of plate these up while I'm just going to leave it. It's just crisping up nicely. So leave this alone and I'm going to plate all of this up. So I've just got a little foil to cover, leave it for 5 minutes, and I'm just very quickly, I've got around 200 grams of green beans. I want a little bit of crunch, so a tablespoon, not much, of oil. Just going to chop the heads off and I'm going to cook this literally for 5 minutes. I want the crunch with the chicken and everything. This is the lovely tandoori cauliflower and onions. They smell insanely delicious. Something tells me that they are going to be great tasting as well. I am just going to get the chicken out. I wanted to kind of chop it up into pieces. Oh, it smells so good. And these pieces go in here. When it's properly cooked, it does kind of slice quite easily, and then it will be easier for everyone to take the pieces. And I can hear the beans in the background are almost done as well. I'm just going to get this marinade from the tray. The beans are ready. Just going to put some salt and pepper on it. Can you hear them? The beans, crispy chaat masala potatoes. Just look at that. Just look at the gloriousness. Then our lovely tandoori style chicken. Last but not the least, cauliflower and onion in tandoori masala as well. And we are now ready to eat. It all smells really good. I just had a potato and that cauliflower. You really need that crunch from the Can you hear it? I'm gonna stop the potatoes. I really hope you will give this a go because this is all year round. Great recipe. Most importantly, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again for another new recipe very soon. You don't need any gravy, anything else. This is complete.